People do for money what people do for money.
Karega Bailey is an educator, inspiration, and a poetic talent, all wrapped in a medium-sized beard. He works to educate youth every day to help them see the light in themselves, so they might be willing to use their light to brighten our world. This is Karega Bailey.
Train to kill, but me and mine are trained to build bridges over the lives with words your soul can feel.
Peace, good people. I'm Karega Bailey. And the one thing I learned about money is you have got to put some into the community. Community development is so big. As an educator, I look at tax brackets, I look at funding for public schools, I look at community centers, I look at all these different factors that affect the people, right? So the one thing I learned about money is you have got to invest some in the community.
I am Karega Bailey, the Dean of Students at Michelangelo Public Charter High School and the founder of Soul Spoken. Soul Spoken is my brand of oratory presentation. It includes my poetry, my song, and the lectures and talks that I do. As an educator here in DC, I understand a lot of what my young people are facing here is happening around the nation. So I decided to put together a convenient package of music that gives them the message, of poetry that gives them the message, of fashion that gives them the message. That way nationwide, young people can begin to identify with things that can help advance them rather than take them back. As an educator and believing that education is really a social movement, I understand that all social movements have a soundtrack. And me being a child of hip hop, that was the soundtrack that I chose, being a child of roots and culture, reggae. So music for me has always been a tool for advancing people. It gave you a message, it helped you navigate the perils of life, it gave you jewels. And Soul Spoken is exactly that, right? Source of light, S-O-L spoken. And giving them this source of light, giving them this tangible and functional hope to make it through the perils. Managing your money is definitely part of social responsibility, right? I have to teach my young people and my peers not to be consumers of everything. We are targeted to consume certain things. I encourage them to consume knowledge and let knowledge help them navigate how they spend their money, how they manage their money, and ultimately where their dollar goes, right? Because a lot of people have tendencies to put dollars in the hands of businesses that give no money back to their communities. So making sure that my people are responsible with their dollar is definitely part of what the mission is for Soul Spoken.
Pleasure, man. All right, man. Welcome back. Do it one more time.
I am Karega Bailey, and this is my piece titled Teacher for Life. I'm often asked what made me choose to be a teacher. I say cause ain't no laws to make them go see the preacher, but somebody gotta reach them. Provide them with some guidance before the streets infect them, neglect them, and leave them violent. At night I close my eyelids and pray to maintain my vision. Cause if it's God that guides me, my vision to make a difference to the injustice I witness while working within the system. Suspensions and expulsions are sending them to the prison and city jail. They say it's hard to find one God within the many hells. They grow dreads just to rebel. You may know him well. He broke the rules in all the public schools. Devalue education, but it's clear he ain't no fool. You should see him after school. Run the streets like an athlete, know how to add and subtract when it comes to that cheese. He know more than his ABCs when he ducking the D's. He know more than his ABCs when he ducking the D's, converting ounces to grams when he working with powder. I can stretch it like a chemist, just give him an hour. Never read in class, but can read between the lines. Said if it ever got out of line, he'd body somebody for dollar signs. His hood is always on his mind, corrupt from what he sees. He entered the game for need, but was overtaken by greed. That's why his favorite ballers never succeed within their schemes. How did life become a nightmare from a dollar and a dream? Soul Spoken.